Senator Jon Tester spoke on Face the Nation this morning to discuss the ongoing government shutdown and the ramifications of the political deadlock between a divided Congress and the White House. Tester said that President Trump had not been consistent in his funding requests for the border wall, allegedly increasing his original $1.6 billion request to $5 billion.
But what did happen this last year is the president asked for $1.6 billion in his budget proposal for this next year. The Appropriations Committee, which Senator Shelby chairs and Senator Leahy is a ranking member of, agreed to that in a bipartisan way. Senator Shelby voted for it, Senator McConnell voted for it. The president moved the goalposts and said, no, now I want $5 billion.
Tester also addressed the trade war with China and how he says it continues to hurt American farmers because the narrow margins in production agriculture can be easily affected when the country sees a loss in exports.
Well, margins in production agriculture are always really narrow. And so when you get a situation where you start to lose export markets, which is what has happened with this trade war, you end up lowering prices at the farm gate. You have more farms that potentially go into a situation where they're not solvent anymore and bankruptcy.
You can watch Tester's full interview from Face the Nation this morning at ktvq.com. As we near the end of the holidays, a lot of people are feeling down, and there is a reason for that. Nurse practitioner Maureen Basta-Smith says during the fall and winter months, people can often become depressed due to disappointment from the holidays and the lack of sun exposure. Common signs of this seasonal and holiday depression include feelings of hopelessness and isolation paired with sleep deprivation and weight fluctuation.
Kind of hits all ages, to be honest with you. Women, like with most things with mental health, women are affected more than men, but it definitely doesn't discriminate. We know that probably more than 20% of our population is affected by seasonal affective disorder, and that's not counting the people that already have some underlying depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, things like that. It's a very common thing for a lot of people, and it's important to reach out and get that help if you need it.
Just a good reminder. And still to come here on the 5:30 news, we'll hear from Brett with weather.
You're watching MTN News with Zoe Zandora, Storm Tracker weather with Connor Pregetzer, and sports with Casey Conlon. This is the 5:30 news on Q2, Montana's news leader.